great work, and he held on to it. Fenby looks to cut back inside. Cover from Lydiate. Southern Taylor actually, but Jonathan Davis hits the gap. Does he fancy going all the way? He doesn't need to. Simple finish for George North, but that's the kind of finishing we expect from the Scarlets this season.
That's it. Play on, he's alongside it. No cross it.
Yeah.
No cross it.
Priestland. John Davis, there he goes again, and he still goes. Jonathan Davis is going to have to do it all himself this time. And he just about has does. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Lou Reed. It's desperate defence now for the Dragons. Not desperate enough for them to go lying all over the place. Yestin Thomas. Nobody outright for the Scarlets. Matthew Rees. It's good work, and he's got there.
Yeah,
Matthew Rees has got the try. They were all looking at Deacon Manu. Matthew Rees took it off him, wasn't tackled, and got over the try line. Brew at pace. Jonathan Davis takes him. The crowd are baying for a yellow card. And they've had what they want.
Got it.
No effort.
It's John Davis.
Wait. Hands away, right, get off your feet.
Now then, that should be yellow. That is what yellow is made for.
Play.
Scarlets going to be down to 13.
Number 2.
Matthew Rees hasn't realised yet, but that's the end of his half.
Check on that now. Let's just hold fire a second, please.
Now then, can the Dragons make it pay? Gavin Thomas has taken the line-out ball. They have a man advantage up front. They have a man advantage behind. Willis, Wayne Evans, Matthew Jones. Dan Lydiate made inroads in the first half. Starts the second half in the same vein. Oh, Brew, great awareness to be on the shoulder when the ball popped up. Lydiate again. Just short. Agonisingly short for the Dragons. Brew waits. Southern Taylor waits. Brew has a go. Brew has another go. He's short. Still, the Dragons press forward. Over the top, Gavin Thomas loses the ball. American football style. The try doesn't come, the penalty does. Safety first from Tom Willis. Inch by inch, the Dragons try and get back into it.
Stay tight.
Priestland. Oh, well taken by Harris. That was a nasty bounce.
I'm not so sure about that one.
Was that a drive over or not?
Time off.
Just, there we are. Our ruck is set. He's come round the side, taking a man out without the ball. How many offences do you want?
You now have major control issues, yes, and his man is in the bin. You can't take a man without the ball.
So, again, the Dragons have a man advantage. Good pass by Sidoni to Harris. Great work by Harris. Got outside his man so well. He's had such limited opportunity to show himself this evening. Lydiate. Adam Hughes at pace.
Keep moving, Reds.
It's there for them. Jones just tries to catch the drift defence.
Release it, Red.
But Josh Turnbull and Stephen Jones did well. So did Matthew Jones to keep it available. Southern Taylor, Riley, Brew, must be, and is for Will Harris. Good try. Those tired bodies will be happy just to do a little bit more work for the remaining 3.5 minutes. Jonathan Davis. Maul. Oh, well played and good follow-up by Tavis Noyle. Noyle looks for support and gets it. Sean Lamont. The bonus point may yet be there for the Scarlets.
Oh, Lamont blew it.
Jonathan Edwards was in support, but the ball has gone forward.
For me, it was really what we did without the ball that was significant. We showed a huge defensive effort here today, bearing in mind as well that for most of the game we were probably 14 or 13 men. And that's the biggest thing, because that's the biggest area that we need to improve in. We know we can score tries. What we've got to be able to do is stop teams scoring tries against us, and I thought the boys were magnificent.
Here are the weekend's other results. Connacht's impressive start continues. 15-all against Ulster. Leinster's awful start continues as well, beaten this time in Edinburgh 32-24. Munster won with a bonus point after coming from behind against Glasgow. Which all means Munster stay top, the only side now in the Magners League with a 100% winning record. Scarlets and Blues are top 3, just ahead of Ulster. Ospreys up to 6th after their win. The Dragons down to 11th. Good game on Friday night, Jonathan. What do you make of the Scarlets and Jonathan Davis? So you start with Jonathan Davis because you spoke very well about him last week.
Well, he's had a great start to the season, and defensively put a few people on their backsides. Great try, and created one. So he's really playing well, and I'm glad the injury wasn't too bad.
Did he show the nasty streak that you were after last week?
Few big hits. I just think that a little bit of aggression is always needed, and he's got it. Like I said last week, he's got it all, and he's playing really well. But I think it's, the enthusiasm is infectious. There's a lot of youngsters there. I spoke to Stephen Jones last night, and he's really enjoying it down there. They're keen, they enjoy themselves off the field. They're just playing as a unit, and they got a couple of good ball carriers, and they got really good balance in the centre. Stephen Jones played extremely well on Friday night. And they can score tries. Defensively, they were very good, as Nigel Davis said. But you can't go on playing with 13 men. They've got to keep their discipline. Otherwise, again, when they're gonna lose games. But they've started well, and they're happy. Whereas the Dragons, they don't have any ball carriers, so they're playing behind the gain line, which is always very difficult. And I think it showed a lack of confidence when Llanelli Scarlets were down to 13 men. They had a scrum on the try line with 2 extra men and a penalty, and went for the penalty. Just can't. If you can't score a try against a side with 2 men down, well, you might as well pack it in.
It's a problem, isn't it, that you've got the Ospreys who are working on their sort of game management from a position of confidence that the basics are good. You've got the Dragons who are sort of their confidence is being chipped away by the results, and there's nothing wrong with the way they're playing. There's nothing wrong with what they've got. It's just that it seems that their mental strength is ebbing away slightly.
I think they do need a couple of ball. People to put their hands up and carry the ball for them, because they are very talented. They do play a good brand of rugby, but unless you're crossing that gain line, and with the new law changes now, it makes it easier once you cross, because you're going to recycle the ball. But I just feel that in situations like that, you have to go for the try. You have, and then instill confidence in all the youngsters. So
they're going to wear Dan Lydiate out, aren't they? If they,
if
so it's one successful ball carrier, his burden becomes enormous.
In terms of the Scarlets, Jonathan's talked about the kind of exuberance, I suppose, they're playing with at the moment. A good atmosphere off the pitch at Parker Scarlets. They needed it though, didn't they? Because next month it's Ospreys, Pep in your Leicester Blues. That could count for quite a lot, the confidence they built up in September, to take them through what's by anyone's standards, is a really tough October.
It's a long season. The World Cup is this time next year. It's impossible that you can just keep progressing in an even line the whole way through. There are going to be peaks and troughs, but now, just before Europe starts, is a good time to have a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, they've started as they saw on the fixture list at the start of the season. They went we got a great chance of having a good start, because it's going to get tougher, and and they should have beaten Treviso. They're in a position to do that, but unfortunately they had to slip away. But
that's
good.
All right.
Yeah,
sometimes a defeat helps enormously.
Confidence is an amazing ingredient, and they're playing with confidence. So if they can get their own ball and keep on playing with confidence, you know, who knows? But it is going to be a tough one.
And it's a strange one, isn't it? I think there are still corners which protect their identity. That, you know, we talk about the global game and look-alike players, but, you know, if in West Wales they get on a run, I mean, it really could count for something. You know, they nearly did it last season with their results against London Irish, and it didn't quite happen. Maybe this season they are going to have a run in Europe.